6:01. Did you guys have a chance to look at the contract and the new scope?
Yes. There's a lot of legal, lots and lots of legal things in here. Where did those come from, or?
This contract was put together by CMRPC. It is a standard CMRPC contract.
Okay.
That is not even on my radar.
Great. Well, no, I was just like, we didn't have all this language before. So going back to the appendix, which is actually kind of the important part,
the scope,
I felt the scope was much cleaned up and feel like we actually know what we're getting, and we'll know when the contract is complete.
Okay. You're welcome.
Yeah.
ChatGPT is the bomb for this stuff. They didn't care. I just sent them over. I'm like, ChatGPT recommended this, and they just put it in the little table, and here we are. So
awesome.
Did you have any
No
thoughts?
No.
Oh, good.
Sounded very similar to the things I have signed. So
okay, excellent. I only have to sign it, but I would like to take a vote.
Mm-hmm.
So all in favor of signing the CMRPC contract and me getting it back to them?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Somebody also take notes, like just and get them to learn to post.
Sure.
Okay, and then I had, we got the standard bill that we get every month or every quarter from Asset Regional Housing Consortium. So we also need to pay that bill.
what is that bill for?
That is, we belong to a housing consortium that also handles keeping track of our subsidized housing inventory. If there are questions concerning any of the subsidized housing or affordable housing in town, they are the ones we go to, and they give forums with everybody once a quarter, I think. So they are actually really useful and really helpful.
Okay.
So we pay them $760 a quarter to be there when we need them and offer their assistance. So all in favor of paying the regular Aspat Regional Housing Consortium bill?
Aye.
Okay. So sign. Alright. And then the only other thing we had was the MOU.
Yes. Did anyone have a chance to read it? Did anyone have any comments?
Started
on
it a couple of times, but I have not gone all the way through it.
You didn't find it just fascinating? If I had read it out loud, you could have treated it like an audiobook.
That's right. I might have sped you up.
It looked a lot like what I sent over to you. Was it fundamentally different from the one that I generated on ChatGPT with yours?
There were a couple of, I went back and pulled in some of the factual details about sort of timeline from the original one, just with the idea that as we get further from those documents, I need to put my last name on there. Sorry, I didn't start.
Long name.
I do when I put all of it down there.
Okay.
So that is I changed headers, like a very slight reorg to make sure it was just that.
Yeah.
I don't know no new content other than the bringing stuff over. Last night I brought it to the CPAC, and their next meeting is August. We expect to be able to vote on it then.
Okay. So we can take a look at it and
right. We do have more time. Right. Yeah. Exactly. Kind of thing.
And then everybody can have looked at it. I didn't go into it crazy because I had.
Yeah. It's also it's not even a full 2 pages, so it's also a much
like I said,
easier document.
I read all this. It all looked good.
Yeah.
Right. This is just. Do you know what we're trying to do with the MOU?
Yep.
We work really closely with the Community Preservation
Right.
Act Committee.
Mhm.
That is where we get much of our funding from. And we just, both sides felt we needed an agreement, just sort of outlining how we work together.
Okay,
And that's all that is.
all right.
So, that is all that's on the agenda. So,
Can we touch base, we have a
Oh.
date for fall town meeting?
we do November 17th. So I thought at the next meeting, we would get a plan about how we're gonna proceed with,
Yes. Confirmation that the select board approved the perk
yes.
work? Okay, an actual approving, doing it within, reasonable amount of money, okay?
I sent Kate
Right, which,
that over since she was taking care of that and said, yes, we did indeed approve that. So that is all set.
my one, just to put it out there so you have it in your head, that you will see Scott potentially multiple times before we meet again, is the idea that it would be really nice if the select board actually presented it and talked about the logic for the decision they did, and that person being Scott, since he was actually there for the decision, right?
Yeah.
And
My guess is they're gonna make me do it.
I
yeah.
mean, I think,
But that's, yeah, I will.
you know,
There's also, we have chatted about, just revisiting it in a way where we discuss the project as a whole again and,
Yep.
talk about those other ideas that came forth. So I will make sure there is something from the select board, whether it be formal support, cause
Yeah.
we also are gonna wanna get formal support from
Fi-
historical
from
all of
and
those,
finance and,
but, yeah, and
Yeah.
all the places, yeah,
exactly.
this time.
Okay, we will, I don't have anything else.
Okay,
Our next meeting is
end of month.
July, wait a minute.
It's fourth week.
1, 2, 3, 4, there are 5, so it is the 23rd
That's what I have.
is our next
Okay.
meeting, yep. Wednesday, July 23rd.
All in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
Aye.